So where do you find a Luis? Where do you find a Pete? Residential and commercial mortgage brokers, realtors. We have some of our guys and the directors, we had some conference calls. I kid you not. What's her name? 7 o'clock. It's sad. I'm actually talking hours. The 7 o'clock appointment. Who's that? Erica. He's good. Yeah, Tom's the man. He already had it on point. All right, so we have an Erica, right? She's a local real estate broker. She makes deals happen, but she does onesies and twosies. She has a bunch of clients that she's made money for. The only problem she has right now is that she's got to go deal by deal by deal. So it's a pain in the neck for her. She's got to deal with all the investors. The reason why I initially initiated the meeting with her was because she has inventory, as Luis was talking about. We need good inventory. Remember, that was number 3, even though some of you changed that and said more money. In our conversation, we found out that this is a frustration of hers. Is that a good problem to have? So we started talking about our co-sponsorship program. We said, look, we want to buy your properties, but it sounds like you got a headache. It sounds like you're really good at finding deals, and that's why the investors are chasing you down. But now you got to deal with these investors. So what if you, the realtor, who already has a relationship with these people, became a part of this private placement fund of ours? You got a small, tiny fee up front for bringing the capital in, right? You get X amount of shares for being a part owner. All you do now is bring your investors that are almost bothering you at this point, present to them this new system. Now here's the deal. What are we going to do with the fund? 50% of the money goes where? Residential, right? In our model, by the way. So 50% goes where? 50% goes where after that? Commercial. Simple, right? So what if you're obviously picking these deals, aren't you? You're making the money. That's why they trust you. Well, what if we could do it this way? We bring the investors in, show them that this is a complete turnkey deal. Instead of having a risk on a deal-by-deal basis that might fall apart, this is a fund that's going to own X amount of properties. The deal hasn't changed. It's only gotten better. Here's why. Because now you, broker, are still dealing with your investor just through an official private placement. You no longer have to call the investor to say, I want to buy this deal. It makes sense. You already trust that guy. But we have the money in escrow with our fund. So now we deploy the percentage that we talked to them about and buy the properties that they were already buying off of you. Except now, you also have some shares in the company. Why do I want to do that? Because if the broker now has shares in the company, who has brought me the investors, by the way, it's going to keep them honest. Because they got skin in the game. They have equity, which means that they're going to make sure that those deals make sense. Because at the end of the day, they're making more money. You guys follow me? How many of you guys would have thought of that? Is that cool? That wasn't that cool, because I could tell. Jeez. That right there was like 10 grand. At least. For some of you. If you know an agent that you can talk to like that. At least 10 grand. Just off front, the first fee. Not even including your equity. I'm serious. That's one of the ways. By the time we were done, some of you guys might say, how in the world, why would an agent give you their contacts? It's because now they can invest with me. With the same money and no hassle. There's no investor asking questions. Let's go. You know the model? Here's the guidelines. We'll check and balance and make sure you're right. But they're already doing the deals. Now on the other flip side, what really excites her is she doesn't know the commercial business. She can't do commercial, so now she's going to be a part owner in commercial projects that are producing residential or residual income while she runs a residential model. She would be stupid not to do it. That quickly. And Pete's really good at that. That quickly, she turned around and this is what she said. Mark my words. Holy cow. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll give you my money. And then I'll talk to the investors, and then we'll put it in the fund too. Because I want equity shares and I want the pref. Is that a smart agent or what? Some of you are still spinning. Guess what? It's possible. Now, how many of you guys know at least 2 agents? How many of you guys can Google Remax? Google brokers? Quick conversation, right? So you want an investor? You owe me 10 grand, man. The next deal you do, you owe me. Right? You guys follow me? I guarantee you haven't heard this anywhere. Guarantee it. Because everybody else is telling you to work for tips. I'm telling you how to make real money.